All right, here we are, Thursday night at Chris's again. Gracious enough to host us. Andrew is spectating again. He's furiously painting his British, so soon he's going to be in the videos. We are playing Encounter. We're playing 71 points. And Chris, you are rocking your you're still rocking your Africa core, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Here's his list here, so we can have a good look-see, but why don't you just go through what you've got. We've already deployed, or we've already placed the objectives. He's the defender because of infantry platoons that I don't have for Encounter, so he's got some reserves. So go through what you got on the table.
So on the table I have, it's an infantry formation of headquarter with 2 infantry platoon. Each infantry platoon is of 4 bases of MG34 with the SMG34 option, and they come with the PZ. I always forget the name of it.
PBZ 41 or something
correct,
like that. Yeah.
Correct. That is the formation with the anti-tank guns.
The PAK 38.
The PAK 38, right? So 4 platoon formation. These will be the PAK 38s will be an ambush.
Okay.
The rest is all in support. Unfortunately. And I have a platoon of 5 Panzer IIIs with 1 long 5 centimeter.
Okay.
The rest will be all short, and that's going to be the long one.
And they're in reserves?
And they're in reserve.
Okay.
I have a platoon of 2 8 wheels, 8 rads.
8 rads, yeah.
And I have a battery of 4 Lorraine Schleppers. Yes.
Ably demonstrated by WESPs.
Correct.
And I'm running a wacky list, so I'm running Germans. I am running the Armored Car Company card. So I print this off at work. So this is a card that costs 0 points. So it means my formation can be scout cars, and then my compulsories are more scout cars. You can take up to 8 units of scout cars, so that's crazy. You can take 3 units of 8 rads. You get 1 Africa rifle platoon if you want. So you have to take 1 8 rad. You can optionally take a rifle platoon and optionally take a PAK 38 platoon. I've opted to take the PAK 38 platoon. So my formation is the Sauer is my HQ with an MG. The radio company, yes, these are models that I had from ages ago for my old Aufklarungs squadron. So, whatever. They've got machine guns and they're scouty. So, the radio platoon is just scout cars. I got more scout cars. More scout cars. 2 units of 8 rads. And the PAK 38s. And that's the only thing that's in good spirit. So, both Chris and I are running a lot of support. So for my support, I've got 2 88s, because why not? And I'm taking an allied formation of 15 M1441s. So it's 2 platoons of 5, 1 platoon of 4, and then the platoon CO over here. I am the attacker. I deploy in this quarter over here. We'll see if Chris wants to do his tactics and battle plan in front of me, but I'm going to have Andrew potentially film that right now.
Battle plan.
Oh, okay. All right. So here we are with Chris. I'm holding the camera. We'll see if I can hold it steady for Dennis, if I meet his standard. So Chris, what's your battle plan?
Well, simple. The battle plan. I have two infantry platoons in the village to defend this objective, supported by the Lorraine artillery pieces at the back. I do believe I will put my ambush anti-tank guns in this vicinity once he starts moving in this
right, because that's all your deployment zone, right?
Correct.
That whole area right
Correct.
there.
This is
Gotcha.
This quadrant is my
Perfect.
quarter. If that is not a suitable ambush position because he's maneuvered too close to me already, I will likely deploy the anti-tank on this side.
Gotcha.
The aim is to drive the 8 rads to the objective and hold it possibly. Because if he comes with Reiki, I hope that my anti-tank 5 will be sufficient to destroy his 221 and 222s.
Right.
And the reserve will come from this corner where my army list is right now.
Okay.
And Either drive straight to the objective or drive into his flank.
Depending on whether or not where he showed.
Correct, where he's going, where's
right?
his main axis.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. And he doesn't have a card that will capture any of your tanks.
No, he doesn't.
So you don't have to worry about that.
Correct.
And he doesn't have any infantry to do it anyway, so you should be fine.
That's it.
So, very good. All right.
Thanks.
Awesome.
So my plan is to put the 88s in a good spot up on this hill, or maybe this hill back here. 88s, if I can dig them in, are concealed in the open. So his reserves come in over there.
Yeah,
so that'll put some pressure on him.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the range on the 88s is 40 inches?
40, yeah. And my plan is to bum rush, because my deployment's over here. Yes, I can't spearhead closer to his objective, but still, if I go first, my plan is to wipe out these lousy Lorraine schleppers. I know they're lousy because I've got them in my late war 21st Panzer. So yeah, I know how devastating they can be. Now, my problem is going to be assaulting infantry in buildings because vehicles can't go into buildings. So that's going to prove difficult over here. My hope is, oh yeah, my PaK 38 is going to have to be over here because that's really the only answer I have to his M14. So I'm going to basically have to plow through here and just put in so many shots into his guys until they run. That's my game plan. I really got to watch the scout cars because they're my only, and the PaK 38s because they're my only formation that's in good spirits. Everything else is support. So we'll see what's what. So I've deployed and it looks pretty mean. I mean, look at all these Italian tanks whose first job is going to be to blow up the Wesps, or sorry, the Lorraine Schleppers. And then even though I'll be hitting on 6s to the infantry that are in these buildings and dug in, I mean, I'm going to have enough shots once I'm positioned correctly.
Just way to fire.
Yeah. I used, from here, my deployment was over on this hill. I spearheaded the first, the radio platoon here, deployed the 88s here. So they've got vision to 2 of the schleps. And when they rotate, because they're not forward firing, when his reserves come on here, I'll be able to just rotate and shoot them. This scout platoon spearheaded to allow the... I was just out of range of where from these guys. So the PaK 38s are here to further thwart. But like now that I think about it, he gets to start 16 inches deep and then drive this way. So
yeah. I'm
forcing him to do that.
Yes.
Because otherwise, yeah. So maybe this was a bad idea, but anyways, this is how I've deployed. My CO is the Sauer in the middle here, and the plan here is, should I lose one of these guns, or 2 of these, he's there to re-roll the last stand test, so that's the plan for there. I believe I get turn 1, so we'll see what's what. My turn 1, as expected. I didn't actually kill them all. They could come back to haunt me here. 2 platoons of M14s shot at long range. He actually made a couple of saves against with the Lorraine Schleppers. My 88s from yonder popped 1 down here. My 2-centimeter gun from there, I think this one was bailed, so actually killed him again. I took various pot shots from these guys. There's dudes in these buildings here, so but I mean I need 6s to hit and all that, so not bad. 2 of these schleppers are bailed out, so if they don't both get back in, then there's a potential test. Yeah, and that's my turn 1. So see if you get reserves and such.
Yeah, that's the big one, eh?
Yeah. Time to go to church. The PaK 38s sprung their ambush from inside the church, and here's what they could see from the ground floor. This PaK 38 lit up the one end of that formation, and these 2 lit up the other. So he killed 2 and bailed 3. So if I fail, I could roll double 1s, and then the platoon's running. He took pot shots with the other PBZ-41 downrange, but it was concealed. It failed to hit. And yes, he did not get reserves down there. The Panzer IIIs did not come in. and the the Lorraine Schleppers didn't get back in, and then failed their motivation or their last stand, even with the commander right there.
Correct.
So he's down a platoon, which now means these guys are basically... Well, now I got to worry about the Pack 38s. So that's going to be dicey, but he fired, so now I'm hitting him on 5s. But still, he's got a 3+ save, and then I got to make 4+ fire or 5+ firepower. So yeah, maybe I might run out of units. This might not be as over as we think. So now it's my turn too. I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So my turn 2.
The turn of failed firepowers.
The turn of failed firepowers. I shot 60-something machine gun shots inside the lower window there. There's a PBZ-41. Hit him 70 million times. I don't know how the wall is still standing, but they're pinned, made his saves. My plan was to move most of my 8 rads in line with here so that he can't shoot through his own guns, so I'll be minimizing the return fire. I end up killing the middle gun with the 8 rads. The 88s missed. I shot so many shots into here, just, nothing doing. So I only killed 1 gun, and the platoon with the armored rifle, the Africa Corps are in these 3 buildings in the base of this here. Like the MG team that's up there, they're really like at the base of this, using that window to fire out. So that's where my turn 2 ends. Let's see if you get your reserves on a 2 dice on 5+.
Yeah.
Because I left myself in a pretty bad spot over here. Oh yeah, I dashed the Pack 38s so that I get more coverage, and these guys moved over here. Did you get them?
Yeah, 6.
Uh-oh. Yeah. And before anybody says, oh, well, you should have just left your CO and 1 unit of scout cars in here to just hide all day long with scout. Yes, you're right, I could have to not do the formation kill, but that's bullshit. And so I'm not pulling that.
It's just a bullshit.
Well, no, but the thing is, with scout, they're just sitting here and you'd always be hitting on 6s, but you're right.
No, because he comes in right here and goes bop, 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 bop.
That's true. Or whatever, just hide them way back
here.
You
could hide in the corner over there.
But then he's chasing them and he has to drive by my 88s.
True.
Yeah.
And the 88s are on turntable, right?
They are, yeah. They don't have forward firing.
It's not interesting.
Why?
I'm not interested in going there.
Oh, good.
The 88s are on turntable,
good.
man.
Yeah, so because of the way the layout is, you pretty much only have one choice, and that's to drive from over there.
Unless I want the game to be real quick.
And you know what? You could just switch gears, focus fire on the couple of units, and yeah, force the test. You could do that. That's what I would be doing, to be honest, because I'm stalling my assault over here. Like I can't kill anything, so and I can't assault into the buildings anymore, and that's going to be proved to be clutch.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I just don't know if you have enough shots.
So turn 3, Chris's Panzer 3s came in here. Dashed, is that right?
Yes.
Dashed so that any shots I do have are concealed from the 88s. He moved 8 rads to hit at my scout cars because they're concealed from the crest of the hill, and I didn't fire those guys. He was hitting me on 6s. He hit me, but I made my save. Over here, you just couldn't hit with the 2 guns. Oh, you did one, and I made it so it was a firepower to bail, and
correct.
You didn't bail him out.
And the PZ completely missed.
And the PBZ-41 completely missed, and they didn't unpin.
Correct, they didn't unpin.
And this PBZ,
no hits.
And he had no hits. So now I can maybe put the hurt on this platoon here. Now that all of these stationary guns are not going to be shooting 2 main gun shots. So yeah, hopefully I can pull something off here, because it's his plan, we just discussed it now, is to continually dash the Panzer IIIs, start engaging these guys potentially.
Come and help, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, so on my turn,
what can I do?
I just open up with my main guns, killed only the one gun that's in here, so the only one left is here. all these 8 rads just couldn't seem to penetrate to firepower the one Pack 38s in this church here. Even the 88s shot at them. I did kill one of these platoons. Did shoot and killed the PBZ 41 at the base of this building here. Over yonder, I tacticaled my guns, but I couldn't see anything. I moved my radio scout cars into the flank, and still I just couldn't do anything. So now he's gonna blitz and kill me over there.
Well, he made his saves.
He made his saves, yeah, with the one gun, yeah. So that's end of my turn. On to your turn. 1, 2, 3.
Turn 3, bottom 3.
Yeah. So on Chris's turn, he was able to blitz the Panzer IIIs. The presence of my radio scout cars meant that he couldn't dash these guys, which was clutch, so it's an extra turn that he's stuck out here. He blitzed them, shot into the side of these, killed build 1. These guys wiped out the rest. He bailed out this 8 rad with the PBZ 41. His one remaining gun killed the third tank in this platoon, so now I'm down to 2 tanks in this platoon is these 2, and that's the formation HQ. Yeah. So now it's my turn. I have to kill off that last gun, kill off all this infantry because I can't assault them. This is nuts. I wonder actually if the rule... So, you know what? What if I move over here, charge your HQ, do these guys have to join? And then if I beat them, then these guys run away and then are potentially no longer in their buildings, I wonder.
He can just choose. He names the assaulting teams. The defending
teams. So these guys would be like, yeah, I ain't leaving the...
Exactly.
Yeah, that would make sense.
No.
Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Because if it is possible, unscrupulous tournament players will do it. So.
Yeah, you're right.
If they could suck you out of the buildings like that.
Yeah.
I don't think.
So now I've got a limited number of turns to win before this comes around and starts wiping out my platoon. So it is kind of a race against time here. So we'll see what I can do. No, I think it's 5.
No, it's bottom.
I killed a couple infantry. Couldn't kill the gun. The gun will have to take another last stand. The infantry are hanging on with just 3 models left in these buildings. I tactical moved the Pack 38s and bailed both of the 8 rads, so maybe I can knock out a platoon over there. But I'm running out of time, so we'll see. Here we go.
That will give me 4 more inches.
You could actually.
Yeah, you should.
Let's
So
do
while
that.
that's right, because Germans can do the 2 themselves. So Fritz moved. So he blitzed up onto the hill.
Yeah.
Some of them had to shoot through the wrecks, hitting these guys on 6s, long range and concealment, but the 2 that were blitzed up top were just hitting them on 4s. He hit them 3 times, but I made all my saves. No, there's one that I didn't make, but he failed his firepower. And then now they're going to shoot and scoot back, which is fine. I killed the 8 rads so that you couldn't leave the 8 rads here to contest that.
Correct.
Now I'm forcing... Well, you got to remember, too, you can leave 1 tank here.
Yeah.
That's not seen by these, and move the other 4 out.
Next turn, yeah.
Because now I'm starting to close the noose over here. So we'll see.
I'll try to do a cross as I get back in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna. Yeah, gotcha. So you're probably that's
sure
the guy who's gonna leave.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually now, oh no, I've got a model within, because now it's near turn 6. I need to have a model within 8 of the Polish objective down there.
Top.
Testing the objective.
Nothing right now.
Yeah. Well, shortly it's going to be a 2IC. So I finally was able to pop all the infantry. So finally I was starting to hit, really, because before my rolling was abysmal. So I popped all the infantry with these M14s. And then it took the 8 rads sustained fire to kill the gun. I pinned these guys, which, he was able to make every one of his mistaken identity shots to move it off of the PIBS 41, but they are pinned. I actually The 2 guns out in the open dug in, took long range shot at the concealed tank up on the hill. I actually hit him on a 6, but he made his armor save. So all I gotta do now is start killing these dudes, and then you force the formation, and then I will win this one here.
Mm-hmm.
But we are now on to turn. This is still bottom of
5 now.
Bottom of 5 for you.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I pay an extra.
So turn 6. No, it's about to be my turn 6. So your turn 5.
Yeah.
You left this guy here.
Correct.
Dashed, followed me over there.
Yeah.
Shot here. I made my save.
Yeah.
Shot your Pibbs 41 that unpinned.
Missed both.
Missed both.
Move the HQ command.
The HQ, yeah. So the HQ, is it the 2 ICs in here and the HQ is in
Correct.
the butt base there?
Correct.
All right. So yeah, because otherwise I would have assaulted you there. So it's wise to have moved them in. So now it's my turn 6. We'll see what I can do.
Top 6.
So top of 6, I made him work for it, as Andrew just said. Again, just the sheer amount of MGs and the decent 4+ firepower out of these Italian M14s means that taking them as allied versus like Panzer IIs or something is worth it. Because it really turned the difference here.
How many points was that total?
The whole formation was 35. So 5 M14s is 12. The other 5 M14s is 12. 4 M14s is 9, and the HQ is 2. So it's 35. I basically just bum rushed in here so that if I killed him, you're right. I did forget that as soon as the HQ is dead, this formation only has these guys left.
That's
and
right.
would then pop. Your tanks, again, those tanks are all support.
So they pop.
Everything is support, yeah. So,
Yeah.
but you know what? We thought it would go quicker, but man, oh man, killing infantry out of these buildings
Took a long time.
yeah, and so now, and we were discussing this off camera, but it's like this is tanks not being able to assault into buildings is what makes it so that you want to have something that can, which is infantry.
Mm-hmm.
So for Italians, it's Bersaglieri, which do the job pretty well.
Because in this game, there's no there's no bunker buster, right?
No,
Not
like
yet.
in
Yeah.
Mid-War where you got,
Well, there's brutal where they don't get a save,
but you still have to be firepower, right?
but it's 1+.
Fair enough.
So you know what? Brutal actually would have done it. So his Lorraine Schleppers,
Yeah.
had the tides been reversed, would have had to drive up within 16,
Pop, pop, pop.
but then he'd be blasting them.
Yeah.
Because all he's got to do is hit them. Oh no, you have to reroll a save. It's not wiped out the save, but still 1+ firepower or whatever in most cases.
So really good. Yeah.
But as we
Really
discussed,
good, like
my
weapon.
me stymieing his, like he should have been dashing these guys earlier.
Yeah, he should have gone. Earlier.
And he did the dash and follow me perfectly. So these 88s literally, I think, killed one model, not even. But again, just like
shot
in
at a lot of the guns though in the church.
Yeah.
That church took a lot of rounds.
yeah, I know he needs to model that church with so many rounds. It's basically all the stained glass is shattered, but it's a Lutheran church, so all the Germans inside were fine. No, but again, these 88s were just like my Lancias in that first Italian game. They didn't do very much in terms of shooting and damage, but they, like the cones of fire that I had on turntables, his entire reserve area, it forced him to go over here.
Otherwise, he could have been in behind you right over there.
He would have been, yeah. I would have been threatened all the way back here. It would have been crazy.
And it was only 12 points too, right? Like it's not a lot of points of.
Yeah, but I mean, losing one gun means they're testing for the rest of the game.
True. Good point.
That's why maybe 3 guns, because you can take platoons of 2, 3, or 4.
For 3?
Yeah.
18 points for 3.
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
No, it isn't. But then I maybe would take the 388s and then not take the Pack 38s.
True. Good point.
Right, but the Pack 38s were able to tactical and shoot sometimes.
And their core.
So yeah. Do I like this list? Yes. It's got a lot of hulls to kill. Yes, it bleeds victory points out the yin yang. But I don't know. It did its job. Chris,
Yeah.
I know we were talking before how you're still not, you haven't hit the sweet spot with your Africa Corps list.
No, I haven't. and this is definitely not the sweet spot. I'm going to drop the Schlepp for sure.
Yeah.
And replace that by...
Well, to be fair, I mean, I did bum rush you and you didn't even get to fire them, so it's...
They're just very expensive at 12 points. So I'm going to see if the towed artillery would be a cheaper...
No, they're 14. Or no,
they would have been...
No, sorry, the 25 pounders are 14. It's the 12, I think.
I mean, the 10.5, I don't know how much are they worth.
Oh, I have them here.
Yeah, you have your card, right?
You're right, though. They would have been dug in.
Yeah. They would have been concealed and gone to ground. So they would have been hit on 6s on that first turn.
So how much is it for 4? Yeah.
No, it is 14 points.
14 points, okay. But they
it's because they're hitting on 3s, that's why.
Yeah, and they have a better proposition in terms of defense, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they would have been concealed and gone to ground. I would have been hitting on 6s.
That's right.
And the firepower is innate because of the gun shield.
That's right.
They're not as mobile, but you're not moving them because they're artillery.
So, I'm still playing with the list. I'm not...
I still think, I mean...
pleased yet.
I was just discussing while you're upstairs putting the scotch away or whatever it was you're doing, that these Italian tanks are the perfect ally for Germans.
They are.
But they're not cheap, eh? You said one platoon of 5 is 12 points.
12 points, yeah.
Yeah, so they're not cheap.
But it's 30 machine gun shots.
But it's a fun list that he's got there, though.
Yeah. We also checked. We were debating. I didn't roll my Avantis on any of my Italian stuff because I honestly didn't know if the Allied formations would get their innate rules. Andrew looked it up while we were playing, and it looks like they do. So I should have rolled for them. I on purpose didn't.
Allied units and formations get theirs.
They get their national special rules. Yeah. Like I said, see, if I was Chris, what would I do? I would have kept the martyrs. Like, you getting rid of the martyrs, I think was a horrible idea. That's just me. I think the martyrs, 12 points. The martyrs are they're 2 shots at 12 AT.
Yes. What do you drop?
And they're mobile.
What do you drop? You drop the
your schleppers.
Yeah.
Straight up. Yeah. And I think...
you have the tanks and the mortars. So now, then,
But then I have no artillery if he showed up with an infantry list.
But that's the rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, exactly. Different scenario with an infantry list. Then I'd be...
I know you love your combined arms, but I think the Africa Corps one, you don't have enough points. Everything's so expensive, you just don't have the points to do it efficiently.
You're right.
Whereas I think a list like the Italians, the British kind of can't do it either. The Americans can, because their stuff is cheap as well. So I think the Italians can. Yeah. I mean, I was able to do it here because 35 points for 15 tanks. That's still really good. It's like 2.5 points a tank for 6 machine gun shots. And when they're stationary, like, yes, it took forever, but once I was just blapping into these buildings, it's just a matter of time. 4 plus firepower, 2 shots apiece when they're stationary for the main gun. It's beautiful. And Crusaders, they have no HE, so all of those are all +1. So I think they edge out Crusaders, even though I love my Crusaders. You were going to say something, Andrew?
I was going to say you could take 2 Stukas for 9 points.
Yeah, I looked at that option. I did look at
the artillery.
I did look at the option.
Oh, for the reach out and touch anybody anywhere?
Yeah.
Their bombs are okay, is it? It's the machine guns that are horrible? It's just bombs.
It's just bombs that
They're anti-tank 4, though, because all the other ones are anti-tank 3. Yeah, that's actually pretty... That's not bad. And it's 9 points for 2?
Yeah.
Because I know right now the Hurricanes are probably the best that are out.
Yeah, the Hurricanes are pretty good. Yeah.
Because of the AT-7 shots.
2 shots each, AT-7 side armor.
But they're hitting your side, yeah. And it's just straight shooting. It's not, you don't have to range in or anything.
Yeah, that's nice.
Any final thoughts on, like, would you have deployed differently? No, you put your infantry in the buildings, which is perfect.
I think I was deployed according to the scenario.
Yeah.
It's worth noting, though, that Chris's tactics did not pan out like your plan.
No, I still haven't seen that. I can't wait to see the plan.
Dennis's plan was pretty much exactly what you said.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Pretty close.
But that's the thing.
That's interesting.
I'm in the defensive, right? So I have to be reactionary.
Well, you had to deploy everything first.
Yeah.
And you got first turn, so you had to react to whatever you
Correct. And unlike real life, I don't have a counter move force.
You had reserves. They were right here, man.
That's not counter move. That's reserve, right? My counter move, if you wanted to call it that way, would be my ambush and escape, which I place upon your advice, I placed it in the church.
In the church,
and
yeah.
it did pan out to be a good move.
Man, that church. I mean, man of the match, honestly, that church.
Yeah.
How many bullets did it soak up?
It's
That was
great.
unbelievable. It was an unreal amount of shots. Hundreds of shots, probably. All right, well, I'll wrap that up there, but thanks for the game. Thanks, Andrew, for coming and showing up. And next time, Andrew, you're definitely going to be you definitely got to play now that your Brits are painted.
Yeah, they're painted. Yeah.
You can come and play here next time. So let's organize it, and the two of you can play here. That's not an issue with me.
For sure.
Well, I mean, in a couple of weeks, I'll be able to play at my place as well. It's starting to come together. I'm going to do my train tomorrow night from Tristan. No, but you know what? You've got really good lighting. I need a surface like this. I need to pick one up at Cold Wars. Although I'm so busy at work, I might not even be able to get the time off. It's brutal, short staff. So I'm really hoping to make it down to Cold Wars.
When is it again?
March sometime, I forget.
I'd like to go.
I think
Love
third
to
week.
go.
Yeah, you know what?
I'll start talking about
I'll find out. Yeah, I'll find out the days. I'll email you. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the game. We did. I think if these guys had lived one more turn, though, I mean, you see where the tanks are positioned. They would have started. I mean, I had to move these guys behind the safety of the church.
Would have just destroyed.
Well, no, because look, no. If you look at where the 88s can see here, they could easily just hopscotch from
building
here to here,
True.
and then get into my meaty backfield. I mean, because all they'd have to do is basically get to right, just clear this building here where this infantry is, and that would have been next turn, and then you'd be starting to pop tanks.
Yeah.
But yeah, fun game. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and still loving Mid-War version 4. I don't know what all the hatred is. It was fun as hell.
It's good.
Yeah.
Great
I
game.
think people need to play it with the cards. I think my feeling on version 4 is the cards with the different stats, like confident but last stand is different, and veteran but assault is different.
You have to play with
careful.
those cards.
And when you have the cards and you really look at
Yeah.
how different every unit is because of the cards, I really do think it.
But I like.
But it's just mid-war. Late
That's
and
right,
early.
it's only
doesn't-
mid-war.
Late
So
and
far,
early doesn't
yeah.
play that
True,
way.
true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Well, because the granularity is in the lists.
Yes.
They don't have the cards.
I really like the extra spice added by, like the other cards, like the, like you were saying, you captured another one of his 8 rads.
Yeah, that's
know what?
2
While-
games in a row.
while we didn't video it, but
Not
yeah.
on TV, man.
No, exactly. Oh, we got to be on TV. I could always edit this out.
That's all-
Anyways,
that's-
thanks.
it's good stuff,
Twice in a row. Yeah.